Hey, welcome back, everyone. It is time for another red hot covered call video. Well, hey, look, I got a treat for you today. We're going to talk about three things, so I want you to stick with me, okay? First, I'm going to show you my brand new record-breaking month. November 2020 shattered all records for me on a month-to-month basis. And I'll tell you what, it just gets me jacked up when I know that I have a skill and I can actually use this skill to put real money on the table, right? I can pay bills, I can live the good life. That's what we do here at this channel. I show you how to sell premium. We buy stocks, we write covered calls on those stocks, we put money on the table. We use our cash for cash secured puts, putting money on the table. What I do here is I try to up your game by showing you my trades. We talk about them so maybe you learn something. Look, that is my motivation. Somebody asked me the other day, are you thankful for your YouTube channel and the success that you're having? And I said, look, I'm thankful for all the people that put comments below or they'll email me letting me know their success stories. Because at the end of the day, as you're going to find out with my brand new monthly record, YouTube is just something that is a passion of mine because I love hearing your stories, okay? Your stories motivate me to do my next successful trade so I can come on the channel and show you. So maybe you can take your financial future in your own hands and have success. See, that's what motivates me. That's what excites me about this channel. And I'll tell you what, it is growing. I'm having fun with it. But at the end of the day, I want to help people. And I'll tell you what, by you letting me know your success, it just motivates me to come back and do the next trade because I know there's somebody out there with their head in their hands and they're looking for someone to help them out. Look, I don't give anybody hopes and dreams. We have to learn a skill, so I show you it, we talk about it. Maybe you take a little bit something away from every video I do that ups your game. Whether you're a salty dog cover call writer and you've been doing this for years and you're knocking it down, or you're a newbie that just found my channel and you're very interested. That's why I bring the passion, the excitement. Hey, look, if I know I'm helping one person out there, it just motivates me to come back to do my next red hot cover call video. So we're going to talk about my monthly record. We're also going to talk about a cash secure put trade idea that I sent to the premium members just this morning. A lot of people want to do cash secure puts just to make that little crumb. They don't really want to own the shares. They just want to have this steady income stream where they're using a tool in their toolkit, the cash secure put. They're going to pick a stock that they don't mind owning, right? Because you might be assigned the shares. They're going to pick the strike price for which they believe they won't be assigned the shares. They put on the trade. They'll usually do it for a week or 2 weeks. And when the trade's over, chances are, if the trade is favorable to them, they'll never be assigned the shares and they make that little crumb. A lot of people love the weekly cash secure put. I'm going to show you an idea that I sent to my premium members, and I'm going to offer you one free month if you want to sign up and be a part of what we're doing. And I'm going to give you an update to my one stock, 1 week, $1,000 challenge where I'm trying to use one stock, generate $1,000 in profits, whether it be stock appreciation and premium or just premium alone. We're on week 3. Week 1 and 2 are closed. I've already placed my trade for week 3. I'm going to show you what I did. And I'm telling you right now, we're knocking it down and I'm meeting my goal of 1,000 a week. So let's go ahead and get to this. We got a lot of exciting things to talk about. Look, if this is the first time you've ever been to my channel and you like what you're hearing, I want you to subscribe to the channel. It's right there and it's free. Hey, look, if you like this video today, bang that like button. It lets me know you like what I'm doing. Now, let's go ahead and look at my November 2020 results. I think you're going to be impressed. Now, as you can see, it is ridiculous that I'm able to bag $19,800 in the month of November. Now, some of you may be sitting there thinking, oh, he made $19,800. That's pie in the sky. He didn't sell the stock. Well, as you know, we sell premium here. And when we sell premium, those trades are bagged. They are over. They are done. So when you see that number, $19,810, I have recorded the trade. The trade is over, and that's your result. And I'll tell you what, using my total tracker, I'm able to track all of this, all of my trades. And I love it because it gives me the feedback I'm going to need to tell my better half that we can do this in retirement, whether it be a side job or maybe it is my main income source in retirement. I'm going to need to track all of this information so I'm able to make the case that we can do this to pay some bills, live the good life, right? November turns out to be the biggest month. I can't believe that June was 19,600 and May was 15,200. Those numbers blow my mind because when I look back over the past 4 or 5 years, I was happy. I was happy if I was making 4,000. Remember, a cell goes green when I have reached 2,500 a month. So this year, I've only had 1 month. That was March. That was the month that the market tanked some 50%. So for me to be where I'm at today blows my mind. So let's go ahead and look at a couple of these trades in November and see if you notice a theme. Now, what I want to show you for November is I did have a couple big ones that I took off the board. I'm not going to sit here and say I started November 1st, I placed some trades, and here I am at 19,800. As we place these trades, we're usually doing 30-day trades, 45-day trades, and as the trades come off the board, I book those numbers for the current month for which I ended the trade. Now, one of the big hitters for this month turned out to be that UDAO cash secure put I did in March. If you remember, when the markets were tanking, I went ahead and put on a cash secure put, a UDAO cash secure put with a strike price of 65. And when the stock was trading at or around 65, I ended up getting, because of the volatility, right? The volume of volatility pushing the markets down, I ended up getting $19 a share. I did 3 contracts. Do the math on that. That is unbelievable. That turned out to be 29% cash on cash if that trade were to go to expiration. Now, that was going to be a January 2021. And as you can see, I went in and took that off the board. And the reason for that is, I had already bagged serious profits. In fact, I bagged 22% of the possible 29%. So when I did the math on it, I said, look, I have all of this money sitting here for about 2 to 3 more months. Can I make 5%, 5 to 6% with that money? Well, of course I can. So what I decided to do was buy that option back. I got paid $19. I bought it back for $4.60. I keep the difference of some $14.40. We pocket that, we move on. Now, as you can see, I had a couple JP Morgan trades. That's that JP Morgan set of shares that I ended up buying back when the stock was trading around 95, 94, and I used it for multiple covered calls. Remember I did that video where I did the covered call case study with the buy and hold investor? Well, those shares ended up getting taken away. I had made so much money on those shares, I really can't complain. And of course, we took that money and I bought a couple other stocks and I ended up making some more profits. This is one of these amazing things. I don't have to do any serious lifting. Notice the theme with my stocks. You've heard me talk about Penn, Workhorse, JP Morgan, DraftKings for months. I tell you, once you find those very comfortable stocks to trade, you won't need to search YouTube for that next 300% stock gainer. You will take the stocks you have, very comfortable stocks, and you'll look to write covered calls against them. Now, I'll tell you this, I do this all the time. I'll find great stocks on my upgraded CTP dashboard, dividend dashboard. I'll look for a dividend capture play where I use a covered call and a dividend capture. And a lot of times I end up using those great stocks because they're great companies, right? JP Morgan, 3M, AbbVie. I use these all the time. You can do it too. I'm telling you, man, if you're not a part of my premium membership, having access to my dashboards, I really believe you're missing out on an opportunity for a great research tool. And being a part of the membership has tons of advantages. All the communications I send out. Hell, I just sent out a stock showdown today to the members with 2 great stocks, 2 great covered call opportunities. If you're a member, you get those kind of communications from me, an active, successful trader. Look, if you go back to my website, ctpdashboard.com, click on Upgraded Dashboard, I give you 1 free month, and my service is already dirt cheap. Now, the video is getting long here, so let me go ahead and step up. November 2020 is going to go down as my all-time record month. That beats out so many things I've been trying to do over the years. I'll tell you what, back in August of 2016, my very first goal, believe it or not, was to have a successful covered call trade. And that morphed into things like trying to generate $100 extra, maybe generate $300 extra in a month. And it turned into then wanting to make $1,200 a month to $2,500 a month. And then I started setting goals like trying to make $50,000, $55,000. And what ended up happening, I got so comfortable with the strategy. I'm able to do it without thinking. And when you're stacking that kind of money on the table, it is impressive, right? Great opportunities for success. It'll change your financial life just as it has to mine. Now let's talk about this cash secure put idea. And the idea is simple. A lot of people want to know what I'm watching. And I understand it. They see me making all this money and doing all these videos. So I have to be doing something successful, right? Well, I do. I do watch a lot of different stocks and I have ideas. Well, a part of the membership is this. I'm going to send out, what am I watching? What is John watching? And usually what I do is send out a little email just like this. And all I do, because I don't want your eyes to roll in the back of your head, what I do is I point out a couple things and I give some commentary. This is the stuff I do. When I do a real-time trade and I post it up, I always give commentary. Right? You can't just post up a bunch of numbers and say, I did this, I did that. There's got to be commentary behind it. What's the mindset? What are you thinking? Why did you do it? Well, that's what I love doing, because when I do that and you see that and you can visualize that, I'm telling you, you get a little closer to it. And that's what I did here. I had noticed that Intel stock was trading in a range. I believe it's range bound now. There's no news that's going to pop this sucker back up to 60. And I really don't think there's any news that's going to have it dive below around 45. So I think it's range bound, but it's range bound in a very interesting way. I did a little chart here where if we find that support, and we're only talking about a weekly cash secure put here, we're keeping the window very tight. We're probably going to do 1 or 2 strikes from where the stock is currently trading, probably an out of the money. You don't want to be assigned the shares. Now, of course, this doesn't mean you won't be assigned the shares, but the idea is we want to use those strikes where we might not be assigned. We can still pick up a little bit of a crumb, right? If I came here and said, look, we were going to use the 30 delta on a 1 week, you're not going to get nothing. So what we have to do is pick that strike price that you're comfortable with. There's going to be a little meat on the bone, and you can place that trade, and chances are, if the stock is moving higher or it has fallen a little bit, you can catch that little bit of wave. Remember, all we need is 5 to 7 days. The trade ends, you're not assigned the shares, you keep that crumb. That's the idea. The option doesn't pay that much, but it's those little crumbs that add up over and over again. So what I'm going to do is look for a couple strikes under the current stock price, and really all I'm looking for is picking up a little bit of a crumb and seeing how it trades. I'll tell you, Intel is a company that you might want to use because they don't move much. Okay, they don't move in a 10-point window either way, like an Alibaba might or a Zoom might. You want to use those stocks like AT&T, Intel, Bristol Myers. The reason we're literally doing a 1 week time frame, maybe 5 days. We're going to do this in quarter to 50-cent increments. You want a stock that trades sideways to higher, but not by much. And you could almost write that near the money cash secured put, and a trending higher stock like Intel is, it's just going to trade away from your strike price. And as it trades away, that premium you got paid is going to find itself damn near down to zero. You can close out the trade and look for your very next trade. So right now, that's my current. What is John watching? Well, I'm watching Intel, and I'll be honest with you, I own 1,000 shares, but this would be a new cash secure put idea where I might set some money to the side and give this a try. Okay, so if you haven't been to my 1K Challenge blogspot to see how I'm doing on this challenge, what I want you to do is go to cptdashboard.blogspot.com. You see it right there. I want you to click on that because what we're doing is we're keeping track of all my trades. And again, I'm showing you what I'm thinking. I'm giving you commentary. We're talking about it. I'm showing you the trades that have traded, whether they're green, whether they're red. I'm going to document everything here. As you can see, I traded twice already. Those trades are done. We have bagged those profits. We now have a cash secure put in play. And I gave my reasoning right here as to why I did this. I'm going to show you on the chart, but the real reason I did a cash secure put is because I believe DraftKings has rallied, and it's rallied since 38X, right? Do you remember that video where I showed you my My son bought 100 shares at $37.50 and he wrote a covered call. The stock is now trading at $52.53. That is such a short amount of time for this stock that's a $37 stock to now be trading for $52. So I have used that positive momentum, but now I think it may peel off. With that said, instead of buying shares at 52x and writing the covered call, which by the way, I probably would have collected damn near around $2 for the strike I was going to pick at the money strike. I'll tell you what, the premiums are off the chart. I decided to do the cash secure put. I did a 51 strike. They paid me $1.50. So the stock is trading around $52.25. I went ahead and did the December 4th expiration on 1,000 shares and I got paid $1,498 for this cash secure put. Now, the reason is for a little bit of downside protection. I know this thing, if it's going to fall, it's probably going to fall further than the $1.50 and the difference between 52.25 and 51. But I feel like I need a little downside protection here. So let's go to the chart. We'll sum it up and tell you what, I think it's going to be a good trade. Now, this is what I'm talking about. You know, DraftKings, since I've done this challenge, has just rallied off the chart. And notice how it keeps popping, pulling back, popping, pulling back. It's popping again. I'll tell you, I think it's going to pull back. That downside protection is going to kick in for me, and I'm going to feel pretty good. So if I am assigned the shares at 51, you know, it's all right because this current pattern might have it going higher again. So for me, I'm just going to play it. I'm going to manage the trade, but I'm going to play it. If I'm assigned the shares, we're going to go ahead. Look, I was going to buy the shares at 52.25 anyways, right? But I get that little downside protection. But, you know, I'll tell you, DraftKings is rallying. This thing could retest 63 because supposedly Canada is putting in some legislation that might open up online gaming. So look, around the world, online gaming is becoming legal and companies like DraftKings are going to benefit. I'm going to go ahead and try to play both sides here. What I'm hoping for is that it peels off a little bit, then rallies towards the end of the week. I'm able to keep my premium, not be assigned the shares. We'll look to probably buy some shares, do it again. But if I am stuck with shares, of course, you know, we're going to write a covered call and we're going to keep this rolling. This is turning out to be a great stock. And when I showed you my November numbers, the theme is simple. I find great stocks that I trade. I know them. I feel comfortable with them. And so I have no problems when DraftKings trades in these 5 to 10 point swings. It's just like when I traded UPRO in my last $1,000 challenge. When UPRO traded in swings of 10 points, it did not bother me. Okay? You learn these things. You get experience. And with it, sometimes you get a cast iron stomach for when trades are unfavorable at the moment. Look, all I want to do is up your game, and I want to save you some money. If you go back to cptdashboard.com, click Upgraded Dashboard, I give you one free month. I'll tell you what, check it out. If any of that interests you, anything I showed you today interests you, sign up. It's already dirt cheap, and I'll tell you what, you get so much more. I'm telling you what, man, I always try to add value. Go ahead and check it out, and I think you're going to love it. Look, I'm going to leave it here for this week's video. There's so many exciting things happening in the stock market. You know, if you're sitting on the bench right now, I'm just going to suggest to you, you watch your YouTube videos, you get a little more comfortable with it, and then go out and open up that small brokerage account, deposit a little bit of money, find that great, solid company you're willing to own, and sell some premium against it. When I did my very first trade, and I felt the trade, I'm going to tell you what, it changed my life. It got me excited. And now this is all I do. And all I do is have success because with covered call writing and cash secure put selling, we have so much flexibility in our trading. We're not really hoping it moves one way or the other. We can do things to mitigate losses. We can do things to make more credits. That's why I love selling premium. Hey, look, if you like this video today, I want you to subscribe to the channel. It's right there and it's free. Bang that like button. It lets me know you like what I'm doing and what we're doing over here on Facebook. I'm updating everybody all the time. Just go to Facebook, search CHP Dashboard, follow my page. Be safe, be healthy. Most important, be lucky. Until next time, may all your covered calls be profitable.